Okay.
Man, I hope he'll come through with your tickets,
man. Brother Nick, man, awesome. When the cats been playing?
Woo.
Man.
When's the last time you seen a virtual cast?
It's been a while.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. And they're playing so well now, too, with Harden there again.
I've been since LeBron left, but I can't remember.
Yeah, it's been a while, man.
Yeah, man, they are balling, man. Harden, that was a nice pickup.
That's a great, but if I hear Harden one more time, that's Joanne's favorite player.
No way.
Oh my God, the beard.
What?
And that's the telepathic stuff that gets in my head.
Uh-huh.
The beard. Man, he loves him to Mark.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
All right, 7:30 tip off. All right, how long does it take to get there?
Good shot, bro.
Parking? How much? No fucking parking pass? I shouldn't have cussed, I'm sorry. All right.
Oh, boy, this don't sound good.
All right, we'll give them a few minutes. These knuckleheads are still playing pool. It'll take me 20 minutes to figure out how to get this. All right, we're good to go. Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Uh-oh, what's the verdict? What's the
What's the
verdict?
verdict?
Tickets, man.
Oh, you got them?
Oh, baby.
Oh, shit.
Man, well, let's go. Hey, man, let's go.
Yeah, boy.
Hey, we can play pool anytime. Let's go.
Good seats?
Courtside.
No way.
Courtside? What?
Oh, snap. We're going to be sitting right behind AC.
Oh, man, I hope Joanne ain't watching.
Oh, right.
Don't be too close. All right, take our chances.
You're welcome, by the way.
Thank you, brother.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, no problem.
Man, no.
Let's go,
Sorry,
man. I'm going to get a good
excited.
parking spot.
I'm so excited.
Oh, this
Man,
is
we
nice.
got some watching warm up.
Yeah, I like to get there early, man.
Oh, yeah.
I like to watch them warm up.
Down on the court side?
Yeah.
Absolutely, man.
Nice, bro.
That worked. That's gonna be great. Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Some good
boy.
seats.
Ooh, I can't wait, bro.
Oh, that's gonna be awesome.
gonna be
That's
nice.
Awesome. Joe, what are you doing here?
Damn, he's got the beard and everything.
How's he keep getting in here?
All right, good day, fam. Welcome to episode 20 of the Three Brothers Podcast. Happy to have you guys here. Happy to have you guys back. How you feeling, big guy?
Oh man, I'm feeling
Touch and go there for a minute.
Man, I tell you what, I had the blues for this shit. It's kicking my butt. The antibiotics now, but I'm back.
So it's been a couple of weeks since we taped, and our guy Jay Brof was down with the flu or something. I think you ended up going to, where'd you go to? The coach's?
I went to the coach's clinic down at Ohio State.
Yeah, down Ohio State.
Yeah, I was doing some work with Cato Collar.
Okay.
Which we'll get into at a later date.
Okay.
But saw a lot of coaches I remember.
Yeah.
Thought the burning down there looked real good.
Good. Glad to hear
And,
that.
yeah, he says it was a good time. It was a good day.
Okay. So, boy, we got a heck of a show today. First of all, I hope you all love the skit.
Yeah.
Joe Ailey is back.
That damn Joe.
Right? My brother, how did he keep getting in here?
That was a good one.
We got a hidden gem. Richard Zoom Scott, formerly of Channel 8.
Yeah,
He's going to talk
man.
a little bit about Soup for the Soul. Just a fantastic charity event coming up at the end of the month, February 28th. We'll talk more about that. And Zoom will be on as well to join us there. And we got the return of 5 Minutes with Phil. Where's that been?
Man, I tell you, it makes my day easier.
I'm telling you.
On the shelf, huh?
Yep.
A lot of stuff to talk about, though.
Yep. I agree.
I don't know. Can you condense that into 5 minutes, you think?
I think 6-7 minutes, which would be less than the 20 minutes those things are usually been, so that's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we got to do some housekeeping, right? As usual, we have a mantra.
Oh, yeah.
Take your shoes off,
That's right.
right?
Yep. Take a shot.
Take a shot.
Join
Have a good time.
Good time.
All right. R.I.P. Junior.
That's it, Junior.
Okay. All right.
All right. So, boy, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Let me, while I'm doing some housekeeping, let me say to the folks who have written into our email address at the3brospod@gmail.com. We appreciate your comments, your questions, your concerns, your criticism, everything.
Yeah.
Just, your engagement is very much appreciated. We also have a Instagram address, which is at the Three Bros Podcast. Right? How to do, son? Excellent. I got the thumbs up from my son. So okay. Let's open this up with the hottest thing right now, the gold medal win by the men and women's hockey team.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you all see the game?
Yeah.
You see it?
Yes, I did.
So give me your thoughts on that, because I first of all, I didn't know we had a women's hockey team.
Yeah.
Right?
You can be quiet on this segment.
right.
Yeah.
You want to start off with a film?
I'll just say the women's hockey, not only do we have one,
Yes.
we have the best in the world. It's sort of like the U.S. women's soccer team.
Now, is this a compilation of college players? Or
They come. There's a professional U.S. hockey league.
Okay. I
Women's
did not
hockey
know
league
that.
in the United States.
Okay.
So it's a collection of players from there for sure.
Okay.
They ran roughshod through the Olympics.
Yes,
they
they
were
did.
winning 5-0, 6-0, boom, 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 just destroying the competition until they got to
Right.
the final against Canada. Went down 1-0, and I want to say in the first period. I think tied it up in the third period and then won the game in overtime in just amazing dramatic fashion.
Yeah.
And the move that the girl put
Oh,
to
my
score
God.
that final
Yeah.
goal was just
I did see
phenomenal.
that. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
So kudos to them they should have been the winner because they are the best
Right,
team. So I'm
exactly
happy
right.
about that.
Yeah.
It would have been crushing if they had lost, but they've just played fantastic. And Canada played
Yeah,
a
exactly
fantastic
right.
game. There's
Yeah.
nothing to take away from what they did.
These are pros or college or a combination of those, or to make this team up?
As far as I know, professional athletes, maybe there are some pros,
Okay.
some college athletes on
I'm
there.
not real sure, but my friend in Florida's a guy we knew. I used to play some basketball 30-some years ago. Daughter was a starting goalie. And what a small world it is. But I don't know exactly how long she's been out or what
Right,
they're doing.
right.
So I'm not sure either. But I'll tell you what, it was dominant ass performance and fun to watch.
Okay,
Really.
okay.
So yeah, it's
What about the men's? Did we see the men's?
Hold on.
yeah.
First black woman
There
to
you
win a
go.
gold medal in the Olympics from Cleveland, Ohio.
Cleveland Heights High School.
Cleveland Heights.
do we have her name?
Same high school as the Kelsey
Kelsey.
brothers.
Kelsey.
Yeah.
And Junior, you're going to have to look up her name because I can't remember her
Her name
name.
was Junior.
Yep. Okay.
And she's from Cleveland.
She's from Cleveland. Yep.
Wow.
Yep,
a
yep,
black
yep,
female
yep.
hockey
Yep.
player
Yep.
from Cleveland.
Yep.
Layla Edwards.
Layla Edwards.
Edwards.
Okay. And you got her stats like height and weight and stuff like that? Because she looks like she's about 6'2". She looks massive
Be defensive
on a
with it
hockey
because
field.
they're brutal.
Where, and you,
6'1", 183.
6'1", what?
Yeah. Yeah.
And in shoulder pads. Think about
Right,
that. You know what I
right,
mean?
right.
Absolutely, man.
They play a physical game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So tell me about the men. Who saw the men's game?
Now, I'll be honest with you, is if you're not, we're all not probably big hockey guys here. We just didn't have a lot of it in our area.
Yeah.
Growing up, but I watched the whole thing from end to end.
Really?
And if you weren't entertained or you didn't have some fun, I mean, that was some great skating, great saves, great defense. Two best teams by far. And then go into the overtime. And the
we also won in overtime.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. And
First
again,
time.
2-1 win. That's
First
right.
time since like 80.
1980.
Yep.
I'll tell you-
Miracle on Ice. Yep. Do you
Hell of a
believe in
game.
miracles? Yep.
And
Absolutely.
I tell you what, their goalie, you got to take their goalie saved. Canada should have probably won 4 or 5-1, but this guy was incredible. In goal.
Really?
Yeah.
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 Games are escaping me, but you got to remember all these guys play in the league against each other.
Yep.
Guys are playing against teammates. You know, that
Right.
they play
Yep,
with
yep,
them.
yep.
But
Yeah.
it was the best skaters. Crosby didn't play for Canada, but it was just an incredible game. The effort was unreal.
I heard a kid on the U.S. team who was interviewed who said they saved his butt. I guess he got a penalty late
Oh, yeah.
and it put the U.S. team in jeopardy. And I think the goalie might have saved him because the other team got a penalty shot or something like that.
The power
or-
play a lot when you go down a guy. When you
Uh-huh.
go 30 back, they went two penalties.
down.
They were playing 5-on-3. So all you can do is basically set back defensively
Right.
Yeah.
in the zone.
While
and
they
try
take
to-
shots at
yeah,
you.
try to get the puck out of there and eat the clock.
Right.
And that's where the goalie again came up
Yep.
with some incredible saves. And Canada should have scored, but
Yeah.
just a great game.
Yeah. I want to say Canada outshot the U.S. by
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
20 shots or something
Absolutely.
like that. I mean, it was just, he was getting pelted and just, played a remarkable game.
Yeah.
This goalie for
It
the
really
U.S.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Yeah.
congrats to the U.S.
Yeah, that was
Yep,
that was
yep, yep.
Gold home.
that was just a hell of a game.
yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
Okay. We got the State of the Union coming up here in a day or so.
Yep.
I hear that the Democrats are supposed to boycott this thing. Is that a rumor? Is that in play? Or what are we doing here?
Well, by the time this airs, obviously, we'll know the answer to that.
Yeah.
I can't imagine the value in that. That you have an arena, a room with Trump in it, and 100% of the people in there are cheering for him. I can't imagine if the Democrats decide not to attend, why the Republicans don't just fill those seats up with stooges and, sycophants and all that other stuff. So it looks like a packed hall with, and it's nothing but Trump supporters in there. So the boycott, I don't know what value it brings. The Democrats are always trying to do something. I don't know if you remember the last State of the Union address. They had some sort of sign that they held up. I can't remember what the sign was, but it was stupid as hell. It just had zero value. It looked idiotic. Yeah. So I can't. I'll be watching it, but I can. There are a million other things that I can think of that I will enjoy more than watching that thing.
I couldn't agree more. And I just came off that hockey story, and now I'm depleted.
Yep.
I mean, because
we'll probably have the hockey team there, right?
Well, it doesn't matter because it's going to be 60, 90 minutes or whatever of total lies. There's not going to be any truth. They'll fact check it all. He's going to go on and just brag up everything that's going on, and he's probably stopped his 20th war by now. So we'll hear about it. Yep. It's all going to be lies. Yep. There's nothing that you're going to be able to take out of it, for me at least.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Well, it's a lot like the Bondi hearings. I don't get the point of it all, right? She didn't answer any questions.
Yep.
She wasn't on trial.
Yep.
So what was the point of the whole Bondi hearings, right? I mean, just to expose.
But yeah.
Oh, no. The Bondi hearings, well, the point of it was to understand what the Department of Justice was doing with regard to the Epstein investigation.
Right.
So, but there was no point to it because she didn't answer anything.
Correct.
So it was absolutely pointless.
Yeah.
So to both of your points, if Trump just stands up there and just, it tells the world how great he is.
It's going to play the greatest hits.
And everybody in the audience is just bowing to him. Again, it's like Commodus and what's the movie I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about.
What? Who?
Commodus.
Yeah.
What's the movie?
Commodus.
You know what I'm talking about.
Come on.
Oh, God.
Commodus?
This is an old man thing.
Yeah. I'm still sick. Yeah.
Give me something about the movie.
Gladiator. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I saw the arena.
Exactly.
Just wasn't
But
coming.
literally, and I've said this a million times, that MAGA is the mob.
Right.
Trump's Commodus, and all they do, he feeds them red meat, and they just go crazy. You know what I mean?
Lionel Richie.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm with you.
Yeah. No, that's it.
All right, so not looking forward to the State of the Union.
No.
Yeah.
There was an award show in London, BAFTA, BAFTA. I'm not sure what that stands for, but it's some kind of show over in London. And apparently, Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo was giving an award to somebody, and this guy with Tourette syndrome, John Davison, blurted out the N-word a couple times.
I want to say multiple times.
Yeah.
It's just the British Academy of Television, Film and Arts.
Okay.
Thank you for that.
Gotcha.
Okay, British Academy Film, Television, and Arts. So obviously they issued an apology for that happening, but it appeared it was a day or two later, something like that. I don't have a lot of the details. Have you guys heard anything about this? Or?
I did, and I thought what I read was that they knew this guy was going to be in the audience. They knew he had Tourette's, and they knew that the possibility existed for him to do something like that.
Right. Yeah.
Well,
Tourette's.
Earlier in the show, before the N-word came out, another lady was presenting something, and he was saying, fuck you, to her. Yep. I understand involuntary outbursts.
Right.
Yep.
But they seem to be in line with the...
Oh, it is.
With the top.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So... It
doesn't mean you aren't fact.
If Trump,
he's keeping up with the conversation. I mean, that was
Listen, if Trump was there, the dude would have been saying, pedophile who got peed on in Russia or something like that. I don't know, but something like that. But that's what Tourette's is.
Right.
And so it's unpleasant.
Does it come from your subconscious? Because you have to think out.
It is,
Again.
I don't. The only thing I know about the disease, and this is just my understanding of it through years and through life, is that the thing that you tell yourself you don't want to say in that moment is the thing that you say in that moment.
Okay,
that's how it is.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's how I understand it. And what are you gonna do? It's an affliction.
Right.
Yeah.
it's a disease. It's not
Right.
personal.
Right.
It's just, it's unpleasant because,
Right.
you know what I mean? It's just,
Yeah.
you don't want to see
Right.
that happen under any circumstances, not just the N-word, but anything else
Right.
that he might have said to insult somebody. So I don't get how.
So when Michael B. Jordan came up, he said, "Oh shit, don't say it,
Yeah.
don't say
Listen,
No.
it." Right.
but I don't get why that would be allowed for him.
In this day and
you know
age,
what I mean?
too,
To be disruptive, it's just not a good thing. And if you know you got Tourette's and you know you could do this thing,
be filled
I
with
can't
the-
imagine you
yeah.
want to sit in the audience
That's- yeah.
and be guilty of doing
Right.
this crap. So I just don't
I
understand.
think
how-
I think they made a movie based on him or something, right? This is John Davidson. So he was there because
Yeah.
they had made a movie based on him, or he played a role of someone with Tourette's or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But he was being honored.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then,
Or- so whoever played his role or something.
okay, so they were doing that, talking about him?
I think that
Yeah.
there was a part of the
It's a-
ceremony.
So Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo were talking about this guy. They were going to present.
No.
I think they were just presenting, and he had a his
break.
Tourette's.
You know how they'll have like the BT Awards,
Right.
but we're going to recognize Diana Ross as a
Okay.
lifetime.
Okay.
So he was being recognized. I think they did a movie or documentary either on him or somebody.
Did he
with
do it
Tourette.
enough
Yeah.
that they
Something like
couldn't censor it?
Yeah.
Or,
Well, my point is, if you got to have him, bring him in for what he is there for,
Right.
Yeah.
and get him out of
Yeah.
there
Yeah.
afterwards, and don't have him there before.
Right.
So the only time that
You
he
can do
has
it
the
during
opportunity to
kids.
do that is
Yeah.
in that 5 minutes that
Yeah. Right.
that he's
That's
the
a good
show.
point. Yeah.
Yeah, and I hope it doesn't become a big thing.
No, yeah.
I hope
What did he say? What are
Junior said it'd be unfair. I ain't gonna go there.
Oh wow.
So it's unfortunate.
It's unfortunate.
It's
Yeah. I
unfortunate.
hope it
That's
doesn't
it.
become-
Yeah.
Yeah, you were right. It was called I Swear. It's a it's a biopic.
Yeah.
About his journey through Tourette.
Yeah.
Okay.
about his specific journey.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought he was being recognized, for that, so he had to be there.
Yep. No, I'm not saying he didn't have
Yeah,
to be
yeah.
there. I'm just
Right.
saying he didn't have to be there for the
Time.
entire thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They could have. Well,
Yep.
don't let me.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on to something else. We talked about the Epstein files and really our lack of accountability
Yep.
as it pertains to exposing those
Yep.
perpetrators and actually protecting the perpetrators.
Yep. Yep.
Well, Great Britain has arrested Prince Andrews.
Yep. Former
and
Prince.
some-
But yeah.
other folks.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the
So they are taking action.
yeah, the UK ambassador to the US, can't remember what his name is, and I think there was maybe a third person
yeah.
that actually got
Yeah.
arrested.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it looks really bad for the US.
Yeah.
That this
countries.
U.S. citizen who is at the center of all this
Right,
stuff. America is
right.
trying to make this thing go away,
Right.
while other countries
Are addressing it.
Are addressing it, and not only are they addressing
Taking
it,
action.
they're not letting famous people buy their way
Right.
out of this crap.
Right,
You know what I
right,
mean?
right,
And so
right.
they are sticking to justice. And even Prince Charles, who is Andrew's
Right,
brother,
that's right. Exactly
said,
right.
"Hey, the
That's
law's
exact-
the law,
Yeah.
and I'm not happy,
point.
Right.
but
Good point.
I'm gonna let this thing play out,
Right.
and that's how it is."
Right. Right.
Yep.
Yeah. Instead, we're redacting names of the pedophiles.
Folks that want to be
and
protected.
publishing the names of the victims.
Yeah.
You know,
Isn't that
Ted
something?
Van Bondi was a joke because she wouldn't answer anything.
Yep.
You know, and I'm, it's just, it is a joke. But you know what's really funny too is that, well, it shouldn't be funny, but you know what? There are no immigrants, no out of control Somalis or anything I know that is in the Epstein.
Yep. Yep.
Isn't
Yep.
that funny?
Yep.
But the perpetrators, the ones that are causing all that problem, there's no accountability. That's
a good
point.
Yep. Yep.
And
yep.
that's something.
Yep.
point.
So, with about 99% certainty, the president of the United States is a pedophile.
Yeah.
With about 99% certainty. If you disagree with this, anybody that's listening to this, please chime in on email
Oh, God, yeah.
or something.
Well,
Comment to
now's
us.
a good time to spread
Explain
that
to us
Yeah.
how you do not understand that Donald Trump is a pedophile. And if you disagree, explain to me how this evidence is not accurate and what's missing from this that everybody else seems to get.
Yeah, and I quote Twain on Mark Twain, my guy, on that. No amount of evidence will ever persuade an idiot.
Yeah.
And, you know, and I'm sorry, but you have to be. I mean, and if you don't care enough, the thing I hate about Meg is that I'm going to tell you that is as long as it's not knocking on your door or on your front, you don't care.
Yep.
You don't care because as long as you think you're getting the same paycheck and it's a white world, it's your way, those kind of things are happening, you don't care
Yep.
until it affects you. But and my biggest thing is if you look at this and know your daughter and have a daughter, a 15-year-old is getting raped and abused
Yeah.
by this pedophile and they're protecting him, how would you feel?
Yep.
How would you
Yep.
act? I just
Yep.
there's no morality in this whatsoever.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I just man, I'm disgusted.
Yep.
Yeah, you were talking about that picture when
Oh, Bondi.
victims were standing.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah, that was a
yeah.
great-
Oh yeah.
Yes.
That
What a
picture will
moment
live.
in
That
history.
picture will live. That's like the Kent
if-
State
yeah.
picture. I'm telling you, that
Like
picture will live
9/11
1,000 years,
building
man.
being
Now,
blown
who
up.
pointed that out to? Who was the senator that told her to look at it?
Oh, you know, I can't remember.
God, yeah,
The
he
guy
called-
was
boy, he called her out
a
too.
masterful job.
Oh, was this
masterful.
Raskin?
Raskin.
Raskin. Was that his
Raskin.
name?
Raskin.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she would not turn around.
Yep.
I mean, that's just, I can go.
Yep.
He had her burn book.
Yeah, exactly. But that's where you can tell, and we talked about this earlier, Trump's team, and this was what he wanted to put together. If you are not a whore for Donald Trump,
That's right.
you cannot work for Donald
That's
Trump.
right.
You have to be that.
That's right.
Everything else, Constitution, God,
Right. It's
anything, right or wrong,
Right.
nothing
Yes.
comes before Trump. And these people they're bought into it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, okay. I got to talk about our Cavs, the new look Cavs. Have you seen the
Yes.
new look Cavs, Harden? Yeah. I'm very. I was initially a little bit. I wasn't so mad to see Garland go, but I really did like DeAndre Hunter. I thought he was a good two-way player, offense and defense.
Who?
DeAndre.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to be.
I can't believe I fell for that.
I know. Yeah.
But anyway, could not be happy with this Harden. Not just Harden, but this Keon Ellis, Schroeder.
Yeah.
Very happy with the new look Cavs. I personally think they have the deepest bench in the league right now. In fact, I think we were talking the other day. If Strus came back, where do you play this guy? I mean, even.
I brought up the Miami or the Indiana team from the year before.
Yeah.
They had guys playing by the end of the series. You go, who's that guy with the mustache?
Yeah. Right.
They knew who the hell he was.
Yeah.
He was good.
Yeah.
He played well enough for him. But I think that's where I have confidence enough in the Cavs right now, though, is they got to work on some things. But if they have the numbers, there can be a lot of guys every night. And what I love about Harden's play is I think the pressure's off. He doesn't have to perform. He's not the number one, but he's an assist man. He's always been good at that. Shoots 90% from the foul line.
Yeah.
He's 6'5". He ain't going to be posting his ass up all the time.
Correct.
He's playing strong, and he
6'5",
can get to the
220.
rim. And he can get to the rim when he wants to. So he doesn't have to have the great shooting nights, but he will score that 20, 30 point for you.
Yeah.
But that loosens up Mitchell and the rest of them. And Sam Merrill, your guy,
I love Sam Merrill.
he knows how to get him the ball. And then you got Schroeder coming in, who's just a pesky ass.
Yeah,
And
great
he'll be
defender.
defensive, but he'll get you the ball also. They don't.
Great veteran.
They don't panic.
Yeah.
And that's
Here's
what I
the thing,
love.
though, Jay. And this, I came over. What day did they play OKC?
Yesterday.
What's today?
Monday.
Yeah, yesterday.
Wow.
And
Man, I know.
Yeah.
10 turnovers halfway through the first
man,
quarter.
it was
Are
so
you kidding
quick.
me?
Yeah.
That
And
game,
see, Cleveland has that tendency. Like, I can't think of another good team that would happen to. Now, teams have off nights and they have an uncanny number of turnovers.
what time did that game start?
Yep.
Our time, 1 o'clock.
Yeah, and they showed up
Yeah,
about
yeah.
2.
Yeah, correct.
Because I'm telling
Correct.
you,
Barkley, I think Barkley said that at
it
halftime.
makes
Yeah.
a difference.
He said noon games is crazy. Yeah.
Crazy, but it was crazy. It was crazy. And the affliction that I keep bringing up that's driving me nuts is the offensive rebounding. We get killed. And what happens every time they miss a shot, get that rebound, it seems to be kicked out for a 3 or 2, and it just puts us more and more behind. So, I mean, that's my problem is, and I would say, Evan Mobley, if you're not healthy enough, you better get out there. Because I'm telling you, 2 rebounds.
Yeah.
2 rebounds
Unacceptable.
in that game. Unacceptable.
That's amazing.
Unacceptable.
I'll tell you, when we were talking throughout the game, or Holmgren
Yes.
was getting rebounds where nobody was around
Right,
him. He was
nobody.
getting, he didn't have a great, he had 8 rebounds, I think, for the game or something like that.
Yeah.
But, you know,
Crucial
Cavs took a
ones.
shot.
Uncontested
There was nobody there
Yeah.
to get
Yeah.
that rebound.
Yeah.
No.
So the other thing that I'll say, and this is what you guys were talking about with regard to Harden not having to carry or not having to have the burden of being the guy. That's one of, I think, the good things about the Cavs is that they got Donovan, and obviously he's
Right.
the guy. But the Cavs play a style of basketball where they just share the basketball.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
anybody who has it going
Yeah.
on a particular night, and this is
Right.
true with who's the dude that was so good for them during the season last year? Young guy, come off the bench. Ty Jerome.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They let Ty Jerome would just go crazy, come in and
Yeah.
off the bench, and you know he was the man. You know, a lot of nights he was the guy just getting it done.
Yeah.
And no, he wasn't. You know, he wasn't pouring in 30, but he's pouring in
Right.
20 off the
Yeah.
bench, which was
extremely
just
good.
awesome. So the Cavs have that from an offensive
really do.
standpoint, and when it works, they're in very good shape from
Yeah.
that standpoint. Their challenge is when I need a bucket time.
Right.
That's where Harden has helped them immensely because
Yes.
Harden is a guy, in addition to Donovan, that can get their own shot. And they're the only two guys on the floor that can get their own shot.
That's a great call.
I didn't know he was that good a passer, though.
Yes.
I mean, I'm
Yep.
seeing him
I
both now in
do.
Cleveland. I've seen him in highlights for forever. OKC, with
Yep.
Houston, with Philly, with New Jersey.
Yep.
But I've never really watched him like I'm watching him now as a Cavalier.
Right.
Yep.
And man, is he a good
Yeah.
passer.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
a willing passer, and he's a good
Right.
passer.
And he
yeah.
knows who to get the ball to.
Yeah.
Like the shooters where they're at.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
knows where they're at.
Yeah.
And that's in a short amount of time.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's picked up on it. Plus, he gives that lob to the big guys easy. And what I love about it, when he drifts in the lane, it might be a pass, it might be a floater.
Right, right.
But he's big and strong enough to do that. And the other guy that goes along with that, who has, I love it when he screws up, you're going to get a dumb foul by. But that's Tyson. Damn it, he just goes and grabs it. But I love, he's a dog. He doesn't
is.
change.
He's an absolute
That
dog.
guy's
What a
a keeper.
pickup.
Yeah, I'll tell you
Oh,
what.
my goodness.
There's a kid that's going to flourish.
Yeah.
He's going to be fine.
Yeah.
But again, he's 6'7".
Yeah.
All right, it's our wing. So I'm good with all these guys.
Uh-huh.
I think we're strong now in the guards and all. But the big men.
You're not happy with the big guy.
No.
Jared and Mobley?
Jarrett, Jarrett needs to stay involved. But how can I complain when he had 11 and 13 rebounds?
Yeah.
And he's been playing great in the
Yeah.
streak with Mobley out.
Well, since
Mobley-
Harden's got there.
Yeah, yes. And
Yeah.
Harden does a
And Harden's
good
got the
job
reputation
of getting guys like
raising
that.
the level
I
of
think,
big guys.
I think Jared Allen's a guy that needs to be involved.
Yeah,
He needs to
yeah,
stay involved.
yeah,
but
yeah.
in saying that, who's your next guy? Now, I love Dean Wade as a defender.
Yeah.
But Dean passed up a lot of shots yesterday.
Dean took one shot.
Yeah, and he had 3 rebounds.
Yeah.
0 points to start.
Yeah.
You can't have that.
No.
You know? So I look at it, I go, okay, Bryant, my only problem with Bryant is he'll have some good ones, good games where he rebounds stuff, but other times he either fouls a guy, thinks he was fouled, and grabs his head, while the other team is rebounding. I don't like that. Who is the rebounder? And that's where Mobley's got to
Yeah,
be
that's where I
such
was going.
a fact.
I'm gonna tell you, and it's an unpopular thought.
Yep.
Mobley may be regressing a little bit. If you look at the contenders on the
Yeah,
better,
I agree with you.
the best players on the best team,
Yes.
the SGA and the other kid that's hurt, I can't think of his name. He was on the bench. with SGA.
Yeah. Oh,
When they're
Ken
healthy,
Williams.
they do what they're supposed to do.
Right.
If you look at the Knicks, Brunson brings it when he's supposed
Yep.
to. He gets help of Anunoby and
exactly.
other guys, Hart. They always do what they're supposed to do.
Right.
Our guys don't always. So Donovan, I can't put it on him,
No.
but we expected more support out of Mobley, I think.
Yeah.
I think Mobley was supposed to be at 4 years in or 5 years in. I think Mobley was supposed to be a 20-10 guy or 22 and a 10 guy.
Remember we talked about that, and I even said in the game the other day with the 2 rebounds, maybe the injuries get to within, better Rusty Moore or something, because that ain't getting it. And then when they went to him on an open 3, he missed it, and then when he backed in a guy, he missed a jumper.
Right.
And I'm going, you've got to give him more than that. If you're that
and
top
when
guy,
he's in the game, he's like the second option.
Yeah, that's what I'm
so
saying.
they draw
Right.
plays up for him.
Right, exactly, to get him the ball.
They
And he
run the
did
offense
not-
through him sometimes.
It was
So-
like he was a non-fact. I didn't know if he was on the floor or not at times.
Well,
and that's not
he
good.
does have a tendency to become aloof when he's not
Yeah.
involved. And I think it's intentional to get Mobley involved early.
You got to.
and consistently, because he will disappear on you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that worries me.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, you got to get Allen to keep him. And I liked it with our big guy Harden driving like the lane.
Right.
Because Allen does feel like he's going to get the ball.
Yeah.
He does.
Right,
And
he does.
he battles.
He stays in. He
But
stays engaged.
there's times when there's, a 6'5" guy tipping the ball, and I'm looking, I'm going,
Yep.
who the hell's there?
I heard you talking about a little bit of a trade.
Yeah,
scenario
again,
today.
hey, me.
Were you gonna piss off some people?
Man, I'm gonna piss off some people. But you know what? I don't care. It's a win now league.
Yeah, it
All right,
is.
you
It
want to
really
make
is.
the most for Donovan Mitchell, right?
We are in Donovan's window.
Right, and that's
Yeah,
what they
I'm
said.
big with those
that's
windows.
That's why they made the move of Garland.
Yeah.
All right.
Move who?
Well, Garland. That's why they moved
Right.
Garland.
Win now.
Because
We're win now.
Okay,
we're
okay.
win now.
You know,
So
now the next 2 years.
you bring
is
Schroeder
our
in.
window.
Yep.
You bring Schroeder in. You bring Ellis because you saw that Porter, Proctor, and guys are going to be players. They're young.
Right.
Tyson's though,
Right.
but they're young. They weren't ready to take over you running your offense.
Correct,
Right.
right.
You wanted the veterans to get there and know what's going
Yeah.
on. You bring in Harden, Schroeder, and Ellis, and you see
Yeah.
the difference already.
Absolutely.
You see it. It's a different game.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm looking at the boards. I'm going, what's killing us in all these games? It's offensive rebounding.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Mobley has to be a
Yeah.
factor.
Yeah.
And right now he's not. Wade off the bench is a factor doing that.
And you should be able to rebound when you're having an off shooting night.
Thank you.
Right, 'cause
where I
that's
was going.
effort. That's nothing
if
but
you're
effort.
not, that's effort.
Right.
Block shots. I don't
Right.
foul the hell out.
Right.
But we need that physicality. So, and in saying that, I look at it, I go, okay, they're shipping guys to other teams that are doing things. Yeah, and I know everybody will go crazy. Mobley will be back, probably make me look like an asshole, but I don't care. Right now, I looked at it from last night, and I'd go, I would trade him to Utah, who's looking to get people doing stuff, not to get marketing back. I'd go after Kessler, their center, who's out for the season, 14 points, 10 rebounds a game, block shot, 7'2". He's a big factor in the paint.
How old is this
He
Kessler?
can make the 23, 24.
What?
He's a young guy. He's an up-and-coming, improved guy. Now, the reason I say that is I want pick and rolls with this guy. I want him rolling the hoop. He's 7'2". He's going to be like you saw OKC on the board.
Right.
Their big man go up there and snatch that
Yeah,
damn ball.
yeah.
And it's just like we're hanging off people. That's a guy that can give you that. No, I'm not done because we wouldn't trade Mobley head up for him.
Right.
He's got a friendlier contract. It's worth $31 million, I think, overall. I looked it up, so I was so pissed off. That's how crazy.
You got
I
his
get.
bags
I
packed,
got
too?
his man.
Yeah.
I was making phone calls. I look at, okay, what can they add another team in or another piece? Give us another big forward, like
In
with a
addition
point,
to
yes,
Kessler.
in addition.
Okay.
Now, for you can get that 14-point guy, 12-point guy, 10-point guy, because that's all we need. Because if you look at it, you got Donovan going, you got Hard, you got Merrill, we got Tyson, we got scores, we got guys that could do that.
Right.
Again, look at our glaring difference. It's the physicality
Yeah.
in the boards.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Because our shooting percentage is typically better than like the Knicks.
Yes.
But the Knicks get those offensive rebounds
Yeah.
and the second and third shots.
Great when
Because they're so physical.
Yep.
Did you see
Yep.
Brad
We
Doherty?
miss our shot. We're one and done. We
One
don't
and
have
done.
rebound.
And Brad Doherty brought up a great point the other night when he said, "Do you see Sam Merrill fight for that rebound
Yeah.
and rip away from the big guy?"
Yeah.
And he said this for a reason. This wasn't dumb. He said that needs to be shown in the film room.
Yeah.
Because they need to see how group rebounding and the importance of getting in there,
Right.
get physical.
Right.
Because we're getting killed on the boards that night.
killed.
Yeah, and I just think that
Boy, that's
you
gonna be a problem.
add that factor in there. What we got, it might not be popular, but hey, I want to win. I want to see it. We need a big guy.
Yeah.
And we have not had that that's punishing. And I like Allen's game enough. He's a good guy. He's solid.
Yeah.
But he needs help.
Yeah, he does.
So, might be on average, but Walker Kessler or
he
even
is not-
Donovan Klingman from Portland.
Allen has not played with the big guy we got from Atlanta, I want to say. He doesn't play a lot. He's a big guy. He sits on the bench. He has a decent,
Bryant,
not Bryant. It might be Bryant.
we got him from Indiana.
Indiana. We got him from Indiana.
Yeah. And again,
Yeah.
what I think, though,
Nico.
if you
Yeah.
look at some situations, like two big men at a time, OKC with their guys, can those two, Hartenstein and the
Hartenstein
big fella,
with,
can they
Chet, yeah.
can they cover a guy outside really run with him? No.
No.
But they use them at the right points
Yeah.
when they're killing you.
Yeah.
And the big fellow shoot outside. Hartenstein ain't going to shoot outside
No,
of 10
no,
feet.
no.
But he's got that damn little floater.
Right,
And he
right.
rebound. Then they dish him the ball and he's slamming it in your face.
Yeah.
We need that kind of potential inside.
Yeah.
And when you're getting the boards, you're blocking shots and getting the ball on the run. Well, you're going to have to play them in sections. But let's face it, them two big guys aren't on the court the whole time anyway.
correct,
So,
correct.
but we need that solid 6'9" guy or whatever. It's going to give you enough points and rebound well enough that, that we make that happen.
I'm guessing this is as much of Cavs basketball as you've seen since you've been back in Ohio, right?
Yeah, I've seen a lot of highlights, but I have not seen a lot of games. That was a good game yesterday, but it was. I mean, there was a lot of flaws that I just saw in that game. One was, they were weak under the boards.
Yeah.
Allen and Mobley are very similar in that they are thin basketball players that just aren't powerful under the rim. And Allen in particular had an opportunity to go up and get in ones on a number of occasions, or even get rebounds on a number of occasions, and didn't win the battle.
Yeah.
And so, and I'm not being critical of him. It's just what I saw.
Yeah.
And with Mobley, I agree that he's regressed. And I think the Cavs may be asking too much of him. I think he is a very good complementary basketball player, but he's not a 2 option. He's a third option, and that's where he should be. And I think that I don't know this guy you were talking about, but if he's that type of player, I guess the question would be, why would they take Mobley for him? Because what do they need?
Well, you know what the thing is? They play a different style of ball. They've got marketing. They need scores. These guys, to them, they could use this guy as a wing that can give 20 and 10. I'm not saying that he can't do that for us because he is a 20 and 10. But I don't see Mobley, unless he turns it around, I don't see him being that 20 and 10 and all-star guy every year. I see him being that 18 to 20, 8, 9 rebounds a game. A damn good player.
Yeah.
But is he going to reach that potential where he is blocking shots? He is defensive player of the year again.
Well,
I don't know about
with
that.
Harden, I don't think he'll do it.
What's that?
If he doesn't do it with Harden,
he
he won't do it because this guy definitely
gets
takes
you
care of
involved.
big guy. Yeah.
And again, I'm being hard on the kid, but I'm sorry. You're making a ton of money, and we're in a position to win. You cannot come out of a game with OKC with 2 rebounds.
Yeah.
At 6'11", no.
Well, he's not in my opinion, he's not a 20 a game player.
Yeah, you know what? That's a
he's
good
like,
point.
and not that Jimmy Butler is a perfect comparison, but Jimmy Butler is not a 20-point a game guy either.
Correct.
But he's a solid 16 a game.
And gives you the boards, gives you the
and a postseason, he shows up. His shit goes up in the postseason.
Buckets.
Yeah.
And so that's his value. And so,
but you can't say that about Mobley, right?
You can't say that about the Cavs. The Cavs do not play better in the postseason. They play worse.
Donovan,
No.
Harden's reputation is bad.
But I think Donovan, but he puts too much on it. It's just too much on him.
Yeah.
I really do. I think you look how worn out he was last year.
Yeah.
He was beat.
Oh, God.
Because he's trying to make too many plays.
Yep.
Because I don't think he felt the comfort around him of guys doing
Well,
that.
Garland really let him down.
Yeah. Well,
At the other guard
Yeah.
spot.
His injury let him down.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Even healthy, Garland didn't give a lot.
Yeah.
In postseason.
Oh, okay. I got you.
We need to get a little rougher.
So tomorrow is a big game. It's a regular season game, but we play the New York Knicks at home, right?
Yep.
There's not a lot of must games in basketball.
Right.
So many games, but this is a very, very important game for the identity of the Cleveland Cavaliers,
There you go.
for the fan base.
Where they at?
They are at home,
Okay.
which is more pressure for Cleveland,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
So give me your prediction. What do you think is going to happen tomorrow?
I think the Cavs win, and I think they win by about 10 points.
Wow, double digits. What do you think?
I think it's a Cavs win because I think Kenny Atkinson got him at home. I think they watched that film. I think they realized how bad they were beat on the boards, how slow they started, that they won't come out like that again.
Okay.
So I think it'll be a back and forth game, but it's got to be that tone setter. If you're going to lose, it's going to be by a couple points. But you cannot come at home and start off like that or play weak. You cannot play weak. So we'll see.
I think it'll be a low-scoring game for NBA standards because I think New York's. I think they have a blueprint on Cavs, and it is to be physical, to beat them up.
Yep.
And so I think, like in football, a lot of times the game is in the trenches. so to speak.
Absolutely.
I think this game will be decided on the boards. And I just haven't seen a lot of Cleveland being physical on the boards. And for that reason, I'm going to give the edge to New York. I'm pulling for the Cavs.
Yeah.
I'd love to see him win, but I'm telling you, New York has a way of dictating pace of the game. With
Josh
their
Hart,
physicality.
6'5" with 10 boards.
Yeah. And so, listen, I'd love to be wrong. I'd love to see Cleveland stand up to
Yeah.
the challenge.
Yep.
Nothing would make me happier, but I just haven't seen evidence of it. So,
Who guards Brunson? Harden?
no. I think they'll put Donovan on Brunson. You know what?
Yeah.
I don't even know if it'll be Donovan. It could be like a Wade or somebody.
Yeah.
They usually put a big guy on Brunson.
If Merrill's in there, whatever.
Keon will guard him.
Keon.
Wade will guard him.
Yeah, Schroeder.
I don't think it'll be harder
You'll
than
be
Harden
guys
or
that are
Donovan.
just pesky, bothering him.
Yeah, Shooter can guard him.
Stay on him, it'd be
But
pesky.
they put height on Brunson.
They can
And
stay
that
on
takes
him.
away,
Keon Ellis and guys like that, yes.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
going to have to.
And Kitty, coach got to do some coaching tomorrow.
Yeah.
He's a good coach. I like.
Yeah,
him.
I do too.
I like him. I like his coaching style, and
I like his honesty.
I like his communication style.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
Love that. Boy, he is the opposite of Stefanski.
Right.
With these.
He just says it out here. We got killed on the board.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And that's it. Nothing.
And I love transparency in sport.
Absolutely too.
Nothing is worse than an athlete being interviewed. Right.
Yeah.
He gave good interviews.
Right. Oh,
But these guys, you got to look in the mirror, the next guy up, and all that crap.
bullshit.
You know. So anyway,
Yep.
that is my prediction for tomorrow, and I hope I'm wrong. So
Yeah, I hope you are.
yeah, listen. So we're going to wrap this episode up. It was an abbreviated episode because we got a lot of stuff coming up.
Yeah. We'll be
Next
busy.
is Zoom.
Yeah.
Richard Zoom Scott will be joining us.
Great
former,
story.
Yeah, former cameraman of Fox 8 to promote the Soup for the Soul. And then we got our guy coming up. 5 minutes with Phil. You ready to go? You excited?
Promise it won't be more than 7 minutes.
Hey, man, I don't care. That shit gets interesting. If I want to find out what's going on and what they thought, it's thought-provoking.
Yeah.
I love them.
And the nice thing is he doesn't tell us what he's going to say. We see it like everybody else sees it.
Yeah.
So.
We're kind of, we're waiting.
Excellent. So listen, thank you for joining us again. Let me give the email address out once again. And boy, we've really gotten a nice response.
You know, it's really crazy hearing from people from all over.
All over, right?
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Yep.
Keep it coming.
Yep.
So our address is the three bros pod at gmail.com. I had a streak going here. I don't
Yep.
want to mess that up.
No, you've been
The number 3 bros pod at gmail.com. The Instagram is at the Three Brothers Podcast. So again, this is episode 20. We appreciate you joining us. Next is Richard Zoom Scott, Soup for the Soul. Take care, everybody. Thanks for joining us.
Peace.
Till next time.
Okay. I don't know that everybody that's looking at this knows who Zoom is, so we should not just say, "Hey, Zoom," but say from.
Blah, blah, blah.
Okay. No, I'm telling you right now. Oh, I was going to start over. No, Joseph, not.
You have to start over.
Yeah,
This is original, man.
No,
This is all good.
So Richard Zoom Scott, formerly
Yeah.
of Fox 8 News.
Yes.
We are so happy to have you with us today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
How's that? Is that better?
That's
better. I know it's like an old friend. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I know. We get into that. Yeah, I know.
So listen, let's do this. I know you got some stuff that we're going to talk about a little bit later, but I want to take a step back, Zoom, because most people know you from your storied career at Fox 8 News. I think you were there almost 40 years.
Yes.
Just retired
Yes.
a few months ago, really.
Yeah, September.
Yeah, September.
September 15th. I was walked out that door, and
Yeah, for the last time.
for the last time, only to return a few days, well, a couple of months later when they invited me back to do Wayne Dawson's show.
Yeah.
So I did.
That was his return from having been out.
It was good. It was good.
Yeah,
Praise
yeah.
God. He's back to 100%, and he's ready to go. He's cancer free. Thank God for that. And they've done some surgery on his mouth and things of that nature, and he's back up and running, man. So he's happy to be amongst the living.
Good, good. Well, we're happy to have him. So,
Yes.
Speaking of journeys, though, I wanted to, if you could explain how this all started for you. I know that you graduated from Kent State University, but
Yep.
just prior to getting into broadcasting, can you give us a little bit about your background and
Well, as a kid growing up in Alliance, Ohio, it was one of the things that I've always wanted to do was entertain. My mom said I was a natural entertainer.
Okay.
And I did a lot of that entertaining and DJing and things of that nature. You have a lot of kids that uh, maybe not like me, but I love music and sound. Uh, so much that I hooked up all the speakers in my house, TVs and radios and all that kind of stuff, just to get I guess that was surround sound back then.
Right, right.
I didn't even realize that's what it was until one day I was thinking about, like, maybe I was the first one to do surround sound. And I love DJing and all that stuff and entertaining. I was telling a story a couple of days ago about my first acting appearance was in elementary school where I dressed up as a bear. I don't know why, but I kind of enjoyed that thing. And I worked it out from there, man. And I grew up at the McDonald's House Hospital here in Cleveland, Ohio, back in the 60s. I was born in 57. And so I spent a lot of time here in Cleveland. And then my mom and dad went their separate ways.
Mhm.
And mom took my brother and I to Alliance, Ohio, which is 70 miles outside of Cleveland, southeast, and 20 miles from Canton, Ohio. And man, it was great growing up in a small city like I did. It was fun. It was exciting. I had a lot of friends there, and it was what made it fun is because you get a chance to do some really cool stuff. Picking berries and rhubarb and all kind of stuff, and so you grew up in a real childhood situation. But my dad never left us. He would always come and pick us up every weekend and bring us to Cleveland, and that's why we fell in love with the Cleveland Browns because my dad had season tickets at the
Oh,
old municipal stadium.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And my brother and I would, man, we yeah, that's a long time ago, and he would always do that every weekend that the Browns were playing. We would come to Cleveland, and I saw the very first Monday Night Football game at Cleveland Brown
Oh,
Stadium.
with the Jets. Homer
The
Jones.
Jets, Homer Jones, baby. We was right there, cheered them on. Yes, yeah, it was exciting, and that's why we have such a love for the Browns today. Unfortunately, but
Coming back, man. Come on.
but 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 yeah, I love growing up in Alliance. I was one of the football stars there as a running back, All American Conference. We played against Camp McKinley, Maslin, Niles McKinley, Warren Harding, and just to name a few of the teams that we played back then. And I played basketball. I didn't wrestle at all. I ran a little bit of track against this guy named Anthony Blair. He and I were, just kindred spirits back in the day. And Anthony went on to do great things at Tennessee. And man, we had a great time in that little town of Alliance, Ohio. So one of the things that you had to get out of Alliance.
Yeah.
And therefore, that's when I said I wanted to, attend college, which my dad said and my mom said, you're always going to attend college. So I matriculated to the University of Toledo, where we were playing football on a somewhat slim scholarship.
Yeah.
And but I just wasn't feeling it. And I got up there, and once you're not feeling playing anymore, you're kind of out of it.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of like what I did. And I looked around and I went to the television studio that they had there, and I wasn't happy with that. So I ended up transferring to Kent State. At that time, Kent State was the number 2 school in broadcasting. Ohio University was number 1. And since Kent was close, it was great. So I ended up going to Kent State. But I pledged Alpha Phi Alpha at Kent State University. And I also had a radio show at the University of Toledo. And I brought all that with me to Kent. And so I had a radio show at Kent. I had a television show at Kent. And our Professor Weiser, said to us in our broadcast class, only 1 to 2% of you going to make it in this industry. And I was like, shit, I'll make it. You know, my friends was like, we making it, dog.
Yeah.
We did. It was about 5 of us that ended up going into the broadcast industry.
Were you like the first one to have maybe a TV show that like there at Kent?
Oh no, TV2 had plenty of people. Wayne Dawson came before me.
Okay.
Yeah, Wayne Dawson came before me. Matter of fact, when I got to Kent, spring of '79, I was on the football team, you know, at that particular time playing spring ball with this guy named Johnny Williams.
Yeah.
And with Johnny and I, but we didn't really know each other. You know what I'm saying? I knew who Johnny was. Now that we, you know who we all are now, and we talk about. But yeah, Wayne Dawson was there. Arsenio Hall, all of them left spring of '79 to make room for me. So I kind of came in and took over the broadcast situation there. And like I said, in my first class, our professor said you need a track record in this industry, and I found a track record in school for my internship in Canton at Praise the Lord Broadcasting. And that's when I maybe passed that television station 20, 30, 40, 50 times. And little did I know that would be my first broadcast getting paid television internship, which doesn't happen very much. I was very blessed in that regard doing television news. And from there, Kent State allowed me to do our broadcasting, but a friend of mine said, hey, why don't you try to send a resume to NBC Sports out of New York, because they have union positions that, you know, students like yourself can get into and work as a production assistant. So I sent my information off, and they called me in immediately. So that's when I started working with the Browns, doing, you know, picking up Dick Enberg and Al McGuire and all of them for production meetings that we used to have before the games. And I stayed with that organization for 2 years with NBC Sports New York. They took me to New York, Washington, Notre Dame. I met Patrick Ewing and a whole bunch of other people who were still in college at that time. So it was great for a kid that was still in college. And after I graduated, I was able to work for News Channel 5 in Cleveland with the great Dorothy Fuldheim. And, Dorothy Fuldheim, we were kind of kindred spirits, because I used to ask her all the time about Dr. Martin Luther King. And she would say, come to my office. And so not many people get a chance to go to Dorothy's office. And so I actually got a chance to go into Dorothy's office, sit down. She would break out her drawer of chocolates. I would sit there and eat chocolates, and we would talk. You know, I asked her different questions about Dr. Martin Luther King. So she was gracious enough to share a whole lot with me at that time. So I was just that person that loved broadcasting. You know, we talked about, I was a lighting director when I got there to News Channel 5. And so I met on the show Live at 5. I met a lot of people. The Morning Exchange, I met a lot of people, a lot of celebrities. We talked about Miss Black America. I met her at Channel 5. When she won, she came to Channel 5 to do the interview. Because Channel 5 was huge when it came to Fred Griffith and all those, Jan Jones. You know, I work with all of them. I'm still close with Jan. As y'all saw who came, you saw her when she was there at my retirement party. But I met her, Tyra Banks. I met a lot of different people at Channel 5.
All before getting to Fox 8, right?
All before getting to Fox 8. And then once I got, true story, we were playing football against Channel 8 the first time. And I was killing them, you know, because running back, you know, I was letting them have it. And so much so that Vince Cellini and I, because he was playing for Channel 8 and working at Channel 8 at the time, he and I got into a scuffle.
Really?
Yeah, we got into. Matter of fact, I saw him about a year ago. So that was a straight up scuffle. What? We just laughed about it. And and the thing about it, after the game, John Safani came up to me and said, "Hey, we have two technician positions available at Channel 8." He said, "We would, because you're killing us at Channel 5. So we would love to bring you, we would love to recruit you to come to Channel 8." And so, yeah, that's what happened. If you thought it was because of I was a great technician and lighting guy, no, it's because I was whooping their ass on the football field that they brought me over to Channel
That'll
8.
work.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. That's how you got there. That's how you got there. And the executive, Lou Gattosi, I walked in his office and I sat down and he said, "You're already hired. Go to go to the clinic down the street and take that piss test." So back then they used to have to do that.
Right.
Yeah, so I did the test and all that stuff, and I was good. And I never looked back, man. Channel 5, I mean, Channel 8 has been good to me. I've had a great experience. My first Emmy was with Big Chuck and Little John.
I was going to ask you about that.
Yeah, that was my first Emmy doing 25 years of Friday nights. I literally, I was just, because of my editing skills, they're like, "Well, we want you to edit with Big Chuck." And I was like, whoa, I mean, I'm getting the guy to edit, this nostalgic. And he and I sat right next to each other and edited the show. And he would, put the laugh in, ha ha, all of that. I saw y'all use that the other day. That's but yeah, he did an excellent job. That was our first Emmy. I have 6 of those things laying around here. There's one back here for different programs, State of Black Cleveland, uh, Sports Center 8, all of those shows that I did at Channel 8. They took me. I was with PM Magazine as an audio guy. They took me on a cruise of the Western Caribbean, and so we spent 7 days on a ship recording the shows and things of that nature, and come back and edit the show and all that. So I have great, great, great fond memories of Channel 8 and what they've done for me. We talked about some of the people that I've met, along the way. Snoop Dogg is coming into the studio. He's taller than I thought he would be, but he was, he was a very nice guy. Took a lot of pictures with everybody. My good friend Jim Felber, we flew up to Chicago to open the ESPN zone, and that's where I met Stuart Scott, my good frat brother.
Okay.
Yeah, so we met there, and it was a great time. When he passed, it just hurt my heart. I got a picture of that around here somewhere. I just don't know where it's at right now. But yeah, I met Magic Johnson there, and this other beautiful lady named Tyra Banks. I got a picture of her gripping my head, because she was so tall. And I can't say too much. My wife's in the other room, but it was great, man. It's like I said, Channel 8. My experiences over these 40 years have just been unbelievable, and the people I met, Bernie Kosar, he and I were tight because when my younger brother passed away of cancer, they had the program for the children, Make a Wish Foundation, and my younger brother loved the Browns, and that's where he met Bernie. Bernie would send a limo to the house to pick Brian up and take him to the Browns practice. And then once he found that out, he was like, "Oh man, everywhere I go, Bernie like zoom." Even today, he'll shout me out. The one day, it was a funny story. He's the lead guy in a parade, and he's rolling down Euclid. He sees me with the camera. He jumps off the off the thing and runs over to me and gives me a big hug like we normally do, then runs back and gets back on. So that's why when people can say what they want about Bernie Kosar, but with our family, he's it. You know, he really is. He's the guy because he brought us all through.
Good. Let me ask you a question about some of your experiences at Fox 8, particularly those skits that you were in with Big Chuck and Houlihan.
Yes.
I think you've seen a few of our podcast skits we tried to do. We tried to really emulate what they did back in the 70s and 80s and all the laugh as well.
Yeah.
How was it to make those skits back then?
It wasn't very hard. Chuck wrote all of them. And Chuck was a visionary. And he was, you know, he knew what he wanted, even though he came from interesting background. And a lot of the stuff that he was writing back in the 60s and 50s, you can't even play now because of the racial overtones.
Right.
But we had a good time on the set making it, man. I'm in 21 of those. You know, from me going to jail and all kind of stuff. When we were at the retirement, I didn't want to play a lot of those, but the little Flash was the one I figured everybody would love, and we did. You know, that was with Little John. That took about maybe 4 or 5 hours to shoot. And we did it. You know, he just has that vision. You know, he was a director at Channel 8.
Right.
So you know, he knew how to make things work and how it would all come together. He was just a visionary like that. But those were fun times making those you know, skits.
Yeah.
I saw your first skit on. It was a little too long, but I didn't want to say that.
Yeah.
Which one was that?
The Christmas one.
Oh yeah, that was long. That's when the alien was down in the basement.
Yeah.
That was long. We started
laughing. So you said
turning into short stuff.
I know, that's all right. That's all right.
Yeah.
No, but you know, but it takes that, you know. I mean, you have to look at what you're doing and kind of make it evolve in what you think in the direction that you want and what you want other people to see. You control the narrative each and every day. It's just like with network and broadcast news. That's what we do every day. We kind of show you what we want you to see,
right.
and see and hear. You know? So we always control the narrative in news. Always. We slant it as much as we want to, whether we say we're not. We are. So, and that's one of the things that I'm going to be going on tour starting in April or May, going into colleges talking about broadcast news.
Excellent.
So nobody knows that, but I just divulged it to you guys. So don't tell nobody.
Right. Excellent. Did you have a question?
No, I wanted to hear about Soup for the Soul.
Yeah. Well, Soup for the Soul is Soup for the Soul is just outstanding, man. It's an event where we were one of my weekend shows. They wanted me to go out and record a show called a fundraiser called Soup for the Soul for Dogs. And so I went to the West Side and I literally go in there and people are raising funds for Soup for the Soul for dogs. So they had the soup there and people were paying money for the soup. And this was to raise money for the 4-foots, as Dick Goddard used to call it. And I got plenty of these. I've been around for 40 years. So it was great. After I put my gear away, I ended up, the Lord kind of touched me and said, I want you to do this event, but I want you to do it for people. And I immediately called my pastor and said, Pastor Cobb, you know, I went to this great event called Soup for the Soul, and we need to do it at Emmanuel Baptist Church. And I called April, my wife, and she said, "Oh yeah, that sounds great. It sounds good." And so I was telling Pastor, I said, well, this is going to start at Stonewater Golf Course because that's where I play. I know I got the connections there. And he said it's going to start at Emmanuel Baptist Church in the basement. And I humbled myself and said, okay.
Yeah.
13 years ago,
Mhm.
I told him we were going to leave Emmanuel after 2 years, and we did. And it just kept growing. The first year, it was the mothers of the church that cooked their soup. April made some black eyed pea soup, which was good. I think she won too on top of it. And after that, the second year, I invited all my friends, my friends from all the television stations or radio shows and all that. Kenny Crumpton, Wayne, everybody was there, and it was a huge success. So at the same time that I was putting this together, Deidre Williams was putting SOS together, and that's strengthening our students. And it was also at Emmanuel.
Uh-huh.
And that was 36 years ago. My mom, my dad, and Dr. Wanda Jean Green, they actually had AKAs, brothers and sisters come and teach the children about education. They were helping them because students were flunking because of the program that they had back in the day where you had to pass the state proficiency test.
Uh-huh.
So that's where SOS came into play, strengthening our students.
Okay.
And then my dad and Dr. Green, once they passed away, Deidre Williams stepped in and start reintroducing SOS again. So it was like a marriage because while SOS was coming up and getting its legs, Soup for the Soul came along with it.
Mhm.
And so they needed a fundraiser. I said, well, this is your fundraiser for Soup for the Soul and SOS coming together. So that's how that began. And it's been wonderful ever since. I mean, the main goal of it is to enrich the lives of children and families through innovative programming. And some of the innovative programming is our summer camp. SOS has a summer camp every summer for the students. And also, we have the mental health component that we have now. We have kids going out just being children during summer camp. So it would take place. We would take them out the fields. We would take them out to baseball, basketball camps. And all that costs money.
Yeah,
So
right.
this is how Soup for the Soul funds SOS to make money for the students.
Can I ask you about the program, the event itself? Because I recall being there, and I know that the celebrity panelists were lined up making their soups, and we kind of went around and sampled everybody's soup. And I
Yes.
think there was some other entertainment. I don't know.
Yeah, it was a lot going on. I mean,
Yeah. So
it was and it's going to be a lot going on this year too.
got anything lined up, like singers or something like that?
Oh
or?
yeah, we have Tina Farmer is going to be one of our singers. She's going to do Richard Smallwood's song.
Okay.
And I can't tell you which one it is.
That's
I have to kill you because she don't want nobody to know. But she's,
Give us the date, the time, and the cost, and all that good stuff.
It's February the 28th
Okay.
at 700 Beta Drive in Mayfield Village, and it's two prices. I mean, one price, two events, because we have the mental health event going on from 11:30 to 1:30 at Bellevue Mergolia Place.
Okay.
And then that's from 11:30 to 1:30.
Okay.
And then after that, people will come over to Soup for the Soul from 2 to 5.
2 to 5.
Yeah, 2 to 5 there. It's $50 for a ticket. Like I said, it's two events, one price. And the reason why we're doing the mental health piece is because April and I were at the Super Bowl 2 years ago in Las Vegas, and there was a an agent, a very famous agent that had a mental health event before a major party. And he had panelists and everything there, and they were talking about mental health, but mental health for football players. And so April and I kind of piggyback said, you know, we need to try and have something like that here. But here again, we do it for students and families because that's the initiative of SOS. We were able to uh, get that going a year ago, and it was very successful for the very first one. And so every year we're going to do the mental health aspect of it before Soup for the Soul. Soup for the Soul is like 300 to 350 people.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're already at capacity.
Yeah.
And the mental health event is probably like 40 to 50 people, which is good.
Right.
But because we want to make sure that we're doing great things for the community, because mental health is mental health is crazy.
Yeah.
So but yeah, so I mean, but over the 13 years after we left the Emmanuel, we went to Stonewater for 2 years. And then we did the same thing. All my celebrity friends came in and they served the soup. And I brought in restaurants, top of the line restaurants, and they were making their soup. And then we stayed there for 2 years. But while we were there was a gentleman over at the Hilton Garden Inn said, "Hey, I want this event at my hotel." And that's how it be. That's when I figured, you know what, we got something. Because people are like, I'm like, thank you, Lord. I'm just the visionary here on the ground doing your work for sure. And I don't mind that.
Yeah.
But it stayed at Hilton Garden Inn for 2 years. Then pandemic hit. And so everybody looked at me, what are we going to do? I never wavered because I knew the Lord had our back. And Kenny Crumpton came to me and said, because Kenny Crumpton and Danita Harris carried Soup for the Soul as hosts and co-hosts for 10 years because they loved it that much. And so we went ahead and had a box design to put soups actually in, like little beer can holders for the soup. So the gentleman built soup holders for the 13 soups. That's how we came up with soup in a box. And that was the coin phrase. So we said Soup for the Soul is going to be at the radio station. It was at the radio station the first year of COVID. People drove through. We dropped the soup into their car and they were on their way. Successful. I mean, because the Lord had given us that vision. This is how you're going to sustain this during the pandemic. The next year, because the pandemic wasn't done, we were at Emmanuel Baptist Church. People got together in the basement. People drove up, got their soup, and they were on their way.
Wow.
And so yeah, it was amazing. And then Hilton Garden Inn said, "Well, we don't have a facility anymore because we sold it." What we did after that, I didn't blink. Lord's got our back. 2 months later, a lady came to me and said, "I want to see you," and that was over at the Marriott. And so they had a big meeting, and 12, 13 people sitting in a meeting. I walk in, they said, "We read everything about Soup for the Soul. We love the event. We want it here." So
you got something
Right.
he said.
no, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm just walking in it.
Right.
It's just being done for me. I'm just walking in what the Lord has provided. And so it stayed at Hilton Garden. It stayed at the Marriott, which was an excellent facility for us, especially with all the celebrities. They loved it. Dr. Baston came along, the president of the Tri-C, Wayne, Kenny, all the other celebrities from all the radio and television stations, Congresswoman Chantel Brown, came. She loved it. She'll be here at Soup for the Soul just the other day. They confirmed. You have to do a lot of, because of the climate, what's going on,
Right.
a lot of behind the scenes stuff that
Yep.
that goes on with having that many people.
Mhm.
So yeah, it was excellent. And then Marriott said, we want you to come back and do it again. And we did. And that year, which was last year, from the OJs, Bink joined us. And I had the Warrensville Heights Marching Band play Backstabbers. And he almost cried. He almost cried. He says,
Is that right?
He
he
wasn't
said,
ready for that.
Yeah.
yeah, oh, it touched him.
Is that right?
It touched him. He was like, man, Zoom, your ass got me.
That was nice.
I meant to get you. I meant to get you
Nice.
because you deserve it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I mean, he was just looking at that, and Warrensville Heights Marching Band just threw down.
Okay. Okay.
And to the fact where he was going through his moves, he was backstabbers, he was just going off, man.
Right.
And it was so much fun to see all of that. And those are the type of things that I like to do because I'm somewhat of a visionary as well, with seeing what can possibly happen before it happens.
Right.
And I did that with OJ legend Bink. So we call him Binky here in Cleveland. So that's what they, but
So
Eric Nolan Grant.
okay.
Real name. And so that was that year. So the Marriott, they got a little crazy, and we said, okay, well, we're going to another place, which leads us to the Bellevue this year.
And how long have you been
Yep.
at this location? Is this the first year at this location?
No, it was the Hilton Garden Inn 4 years ago.
Yeah, okay.
And they sold it. So
Right.
Bellevue bought it. So it's still behind.
I got you.
It's still behind Hilton Garden Inn.
Okay.
Matter of fact, I just did a walkthrough there yesterday. And, so it's a beautiful space. It's spacious. We have enough room to do our mental health event in one ballroom. And then the big ballroom is Soup for the Soul.
Very nice.
And so we're just blessed to be in the space that we're in. And it's not going to stay there because the Tri-C, I'm doing a walkthrough with them tomorrow, 2027. So I'm always ahead.
Step ahead.
I'm a step ahead. I gotta, I gotta stay a step ahead of everything that I do. So at this event, Soup for the Soul, at the end of the night, I'll tell everybody where we'll be in 2027.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
this that sounds like a wonderful, wonderful event. I'm sure it's going to be, as usual, a success.
Yes, thank you.
I can't let you go until I ask you about your golf game. I know you've retired. I know you've been out on that course.
Yes, I have.
Fun over there at Turkey Foot.
Oh man, the hole in one. Yeah.
Hey, did we see you on camera the other day with
Yeah, with Eric.
Green?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I see getting this.
Yeah, we were over there getting some work in, man. It was what it was 51 degrees, and I just had an itch. I was like, and I called Eric and I said, hey man, I want to come over and hit some balls. He said, Zoom, I got you. I came over. Next thing you know, I look up here's D Green.
Right.
And, so we both got some knowledge from Eric.
Very nice.
He slowed me down on some things too.
Okay.
And he liked my swing yesterday because I was all over the place, man.
Right.
I'm not like your brother. And I want to try and compete this year.
Yeah.
And get that handicap down. And that's my goal. I'm retired now, bro.
Yeah.
Well, you have retired, man. You're doing so much stuff. I'm telling you.
Yeah. I am. But it's all love, and
it is. It's good stuff.
And I'm having a good time.
It's
all what I love doing.
Yeah,
Well, you know what it sounds like. That's it. But you very seldom, I think, see someone as a kid kind of know what they want already.
Yeah.
The rest of life. It seems like you just kept following it.
Yeah. And that's literally the vision that I had back in the day. I wanted to be an entertainer. I already knew it. While everybody at Alliance High School was taking vocational on television, they had a television production class there. I didn't do that because
Yeah.
I knew if I did that, I'll be burned out.
Yeah.
They got burned out in high school and
Yeah.
went the prison route with criminal justice. I was like, shit.
Right.
And none of them and none of them are in criminal justice today. And 40 years later, I've been in television. And it's been, as they say, television has been very, very good to me.
Good.
Yeah, the thing you did not mention is that you are in the Cleveland Broadcasting Hall of Fame.
Yeah, yes.
That is a hell of an accomplishment.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. Thank you guys for coming and supporting. That was a real highlight of my life. My family and friends came to see it. And, I never thought I would be a broadcaster Hall of Fame. After 40 years, I don't think of those things. When you go into this industry, you never think about, the end of your career, how it will look. With the 6 Emmys and all of that, and now a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
It was quite a night. I barely remember it, and it's kind of like what Wayne teases me about. He said, "Man, you were the only person in this station that they actually held up the news to put you on live. So what you saw while I was on the podium on the stage, they went live."
Oh wow.
Do that, which was so cool, Yeah, they would. He said, nobody else gets that. Nobody else gets that.
Well deserved, though, brother. Well deserved.
Thank you so much. Like I said, thank you guys for being there too. That's what was key as well.
Yeah. Well, listen, you are always welcome as a hidden gem with Three Brothers Podcast. Man, we thank you so much for taking time off to spend with us.
Any suggestions like that?
Yeah.
If you ever want to do some editing,
Right.
Editing, some skits. Yeah.
Talk a little bit. Your expertise.
Oh man, it's you guys just keep doing what you're doing, man. I think it's wonderful. It starts out like this and then it ends all of a sudden you don't know. It just blows up. You just keep going, You just never know how it's gonna go. I love the dog. What's his name?
Nico.
Yeah.
Runs the house.
Yeah, well, we have a German Shepherd around here, and he rules this house. I'm surprised he's not all up in there trying to get in the picture.
Yeah.
Cool. So February the 28th.
February 28th, 700 Beta Drive in Mayfield Village. Tickets, you can get them at www.strengtheningourstudents.com.
Okay.
And go to the other things that you can go to would be the Eventbrite 13 annual Soup for the Soul.
Okay.
So yeah, you can go to that as well. Or if you show up in person, it'll be $55. Like they say, it's a little bit more at the door. So, but we'll take care of you, even though it's gonna be sold out by then. But
no doubt about
that there is a way. Be a little bit more at the door, but you get in. We'll have a place for you to sit down and eat some great soups from Tri-C, Edwin's, and these great chefs, Angie Soul Cafe, Ridolph Farm, Pearl's Kitchen, Jack Casino, Cleveland Chop, and Oddity Jamaica is making soup too. So we got a wide variety of soup for you that you're going to certainly be able to enjoy. We have Geraci's is going to bring pizzas. All these people have called me like, man, what can I do? So Geraci's is bringing pizzas. We're going to have a lot of, bread, and then there's the vendors that are going to be selling. There's like 30 vendors that are going to be on and popping. So, and 6 will be kid vendors. We don't charge them for the vendor space, but the other people, those vendors come back to us every year because they know they're going to make money. Yeah. And And then we're also going to have the auction. We're going to be giving away free door prizes. You know, when you get the name, you know, and get a door prize, we'll have the auction where you'll be able to, you know, bid on certain things. You know, Johnny loves to bid on stuff. So I told him already, he had to get me to tell him what we got. I said, all right, Johnny, we got a number 12.
Yeah. There you go.
So we got a 12 that we're going to be auctioning off. We've been trying to get him to sign it, but that hasn't happened yet. But people, you could go ahead and get it, and then if you see him down the road, sign it. Just to have the 12 is, you know, it's good stuff. Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on.
Okay.
That's
okay.
awesome. Yeah.
Well, February 28th sounds like a date, brother.
It's going to be a date. Yes, a good time with a lot of celebrities. I talked to Charles Oakley last night. He's going to try and come down. Campy Russell, I talked to him the other day. He's in. Leon Bibb called me. Zoom, did I miss it yet? I mean, so it's always interesting to me that, you know, once they know the date, they'll call me back and say, "Oh man, I forgot. Are we good? You're good." So it's fun. It really is a labor of love that I have, and you know it's special when the celebrities reach out to you and say, "I want to be in." And a lot of the new people that come in from out of town. And I heard it's a lot of people coming in from out of town this year for Soup for the Soul. There's other events that's going on that February 28th, you know. So it's going to be a plethora of people downtown, out in Mayfield, and some of the other events that's going on in Cleveland's going to be on and popping February 28th. On and popping. I can just tell you that much. And we also going to have a you know, just to shake off your soup, we're going to do some line dances. So the ladies are going to love that. You know, ladies are going to love that. So, yeah, and a lot of music. We love music and Soup for the Soul.
Excellent. Okay, well, we look forward to it, man. February 28th, Saturday. Cannot wait. Hope the weather is decent for us. You know, we've had that up and down weather. I think we're on
you know, Soup for the Soul, for some odd reason, has always gotten good weather.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Let's hope that
always end up having like 35, 40, 45 degrees. I'm not jinxing it. It's just what it is. That's literally what it's been over the last 13 years. We've had great weather. Cold, but not, you know, not 0 or 5 degrees. You know, that kind of stuff. Not any of that stuff. So
okay. Well, cool, brother. We appreciate you again.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys.
You're welcome anytime on the Three Brothers Podcast. Thank you for being our guest today.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. I appreciate you.
All right. Take care.
Take care, brother.
Okay, later.
Three, two, one, and
United States men's hockey team, congratulations on your gold medal. I loved watching your success at the Olympics. Absolutely loved it. And then came Kash Patel, crashing into that locker room like a frat boy on a Friday night, chugging beer, slapping high fives, and screaming at the top of his lungs. Sort of what I would imagine a modern day minstrel show to be. And then I heard the giggles, and then I heard laughter from you, the players, bantering on the phone with the President of the United States. You were actually honored by his phone call. And just like that, I was reminded, this is America. I'm in America. In 2026, this is Trump's America, where white sport, and don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with that, full of white boys, again, no problem, giddy with laughter while the President of the United States mocks the US women's hockey team, champions themselves by winning gold. Did Pam Bondi or Kristi Noem crash the women's locker room after their gold medal win? I don't think so. Did the US women even receive a phone call from the president following their gold medal win? Again, I don't think so. Trump's America where if you're a white guy palling around with a treasonous pedophile, rapist, felon, racist, who just happens to be president of the United States, is okay. You get a pass. In fact, in Trump's America, if you don't pal around with a treasonous pedophile, felon, rapist, racist, who just happens to be president of the United States, you could actually be in trouble. In Trump's America, just look around. Who cares what heinous acts he may have committed as long as he hates who you hate? As long as he bullies and destroys the lives of those people who you don't care about anyway. Well, that's life, right? As of this taping, the men's team will attend the State of the Union, the women will not. This is what I don't get. And men's hockey team, I'm talking directly to you. Hockey is a team sport. You can't achieve through lies, you can't achieve through cheating, you can't win by breaking the rules. You've got to operate within the guidelines, and you've got to play together as a team. Donald Trump has nothing in common with you. Have you ever seen him on a golf course? His cheating is legendary, and it would be wonderful if his character flaws were limited just to sports. But he lies and cheats and seeks to destroy his opposition in every phase of his life. I'm not going to recount the specific acts because it's just a waste of time. We all know what they are. What boggles my mind is that despite all that he is, you love him anyway. I don't know how you do it. Is this how you were raised, or is this what you've just become? If it were your wife or your mother or your child that he raped, would you still have this devotion to him? And here's my last question for white males that happen to live in the state of Ohio. Where are your red hats? About 2 in every 3 of you voted for this piece of shit. So where are your red hats? You might consider wearing them because not wearing them, it may appear to some, i.e. me, that you're being a coward or a hypocrite. I love America. I want to celebrate these victories too, but when you hug the man that calls me nigger, when you worship the man that called my parents nigger, when you honor the man who thinks my children are niggers, what am I supposed to think of you? Done.
Yeah, I've been negative.